Hey, I'm a 3D artist and today I created an Elderflame Karmbit. This was suggested by all those lovely people, so if you want to see your idea created, comment below. And while you're down there, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thyros.exe.
At first I wanted to create a skeleton knife. No, not one of those. I wanted to create a knife made out of a skeleton, like the one from Voldemort. So I took this straight as my reference. The first versions were really inspired by the wand, and I think you might see that. I decided to start early on the fire, because I thought that the fire was the hardest thing to get right. And boy was I right. The first versions looked awful, because they were all made in Blender. I followed this reference for the original Elderflame knife. And I wanted that the fire looked similar. Not the same, that would be impossible, but similar. But the fire I've got looked really terrible, so I deleted it and went straight back to modeling. Here I added the good old scales and I also added some darker textures because the bone look wasn't that great of an idea. I also added the lava in the center of the handle, like in the reference. Then I decided that I should give the fire another shot. I'll have to do it eventually, so let's bring it behind me. It wasn't really better and I sank so low and added an image of a fire. This looked really out of place, but at that time I thought it looked good. I wanted to leave the fire as it was, but I gave it a final shot and downloaded the program called EmberGen. I expected a similar result to Blender, but boy was I wrong. This program is miles above Blender. For example, in Blender you have to cache, that means simulate, the fire for a relatively long time. And you can do that after every change you made to see the new result. But in EmberGen, you only have to press play and it's fucking real time, baby. Maybe that's why it's so expensive. So, back in Blender I made quick renders and was blown away. Now I only had to finish the rest of the body. I started to work on the lava in the center of the handle, and then moved to the blade. Here I added a small crease in the center. And now the only part left were the scales. But you have seen them before, on the Elderflame Phantom or Odin, so check them out if you're interested. And after all of that, it was finished. I have to say, the most difficult part by far was the fire, and I think I got it right at the end, even though it looked grim at the beginning. So what you can take away from this is that you should keep going, and at the end you will hopefully have something you like. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it so far, so don't forget to like and subscribe, and follow me on my socials. Now, let's watch the animation.